Alright, hello everybody. Wait for a couple people to join. I know it's been a while since I've live streamed, and I'm sorry about that. I've been super sick. Alright, got the first couple people in. Hello Baku Bricks, hello Dane Schroer, hello The Brain, hello Dimensional, hello King Lego, hello 117 Legion, hello Spartan Republic, hello Vader's Fists, hello Boss Bricks. Yeah, I know, finally. Um, yeah, I meant to live stream a lot over the past 2 months or 3 months or however long it's been since my last upload, but I have not gotten around to it. So, what up, Adam? Not much. I am enjoying my last day of my 4-day weekend, right before I have to study for a biology test. So that's fun. Yeah, so there's a lot of people. I mean, I figured my live stream would be kind of dead, but there's 26 people in here. Yeah, so like the title says, if you don't follow my Instagram, I did finish my Havoc Squad Trooper. You can see him here. It's pretty cool. I used a different kind of paint, which gets into my next point. If you follow my Instagram, again, I just said that, but you'll notice that I used this red for that trooper, and it looked really good, so I figured that this red would work fine for Gar Saxon, but it's a little bit too shiny, so I am going to have to redo this. And I gave up on him just because I did not feel like, well, first it was too shiny, and I had to sculpt over this entire thing to make it level. Like you'll notice, here, I'll get another Mandalorian helmet. I love your customs, man. They're so cool. Thank you. Dude, do you know Noble Artist? Yeah, I've talked to him a couple times. Um, what is up? What is up? What is your favorite that you're working on right now? I mean, I'm only working on fives, but I was gonna do Gar Saxon, but like, so you'll see how this is elevated, like the visor is elevated. So I sculpted on a layer of Procreate and it leveled it out, but yeah, the paint was just too shiny. It looks really bad. I mean, so I'm gonna have to redo it, and I was like, at this point, I'd rather just start fives, and this was kind of what I wanted to do. I was using AV Figures decals to make the helmet, and an Aerolite helmet, but I realized then that I have an Aerolite printed fives Phase 2 helmet, and I'm sculpting the ARC Trooper torso right now, or I was. I just need to do the bottom part, and then I can just start painting it up, and I have the capes and everything. So yeah, Mandalorians forever. Yeah, I love Mandalorians. I really want to make more, but Sabine's my only one that I have made right now. I had a Old Republic orange one. I had to give it away for the contest prize for my last contest. Sorry. Rest in peace, Stanley. Yeah, that was a little bit heartbreaking. I wasn't really ever a fan of Marvel movies up until the past like year. It just all never made sense to me. But then I think I finally just started to sit down and watch more of them, and I was like, okay, this is kind of cool. And yeah, I mean, it's tragic, but I mean, everyone was kind of expecting it. He was 95 after all. Deuce Sabine's mom. I have to. I think I made her in the past. I made a showcase of her, but it's a really bad custom. Um, I mean, I could make her again. I can make Satele's mom as well, Bastila Sean, but but I was told not to because of some complications with other customizers who were also making her that thought I would be copying them. Boba Fett's my fave. Yeah, he's pretty cool. Hi, Just Ice, Jango Fett, AV or CAC. You know what? I, for the have been a fan of CAC. I don't know if you can tell. I just want an excuse to show this, honestly, but like, I actually had more. I sold a couple of my duplicates, but like, I mean, it's like an addiction at this point, and so I'm just always gonna have to go with CAC. I don't even, I mean, AV is nice, but until he starts getting stuff pad printed, probably all the way CAC. Do you just do Star Wars figures? I've been thinking about branching out, but not really for a long time. Oh, actually, that's not true. I am I'm gonna start a history through figures project that you guys won't see on YouTube until really late next year. But basically what I'm gonna be doing is running through like just history and making some of the most influential figures in Lego form. And I already have the list made. I just need to get the parts list, and then I'll start ordering stuff, and then from there I'll just start making them. But I can't make the video, or I can't put together, I mean, I'm gonna be recording throughout, but I can't put together a final series until that thing is completely done, because I can't make money off of this project, specific guideline. So I could upload it non-monetized, but that's also a little bit too big of a risk, just because I mean, I don't know if you guys know International Baccalaureate program, but they are not very lenient on their rules, so I can't upload anything until until it's like already submitted to them, which will be really late next year. So I have 5 so far on the bottom left side of the screen. Yes, but that was something I was fooling around with last night. I am actually going to just be using Airy Light Printed 5's helmet, which I will get out now, so just hold on. So I have this giant bin of parts underneath my bed that's full of a ton of third-party items, like Konami Customs, Airy Light, everything, which you probably can hear, but can't see. I just need to find this Fives helmet. Where is it? Huh. I cannot seem to find it. That's unfortunate. I have a lot of helmets I need to dig through. Oh, here it is. So that's the helmets. Took a while to find. I have like 300 helmets. Try making Bosk. That's something I'll probably do later down the road. I am not sure if I want to really take on that task. How did you get the glowing looking lightsaber on Sabine Wren? So it's I think I don't know if I have the paint out. Oh no, I think it's right here. This is a steel color. It may not look like it because it's separated at the moment. I'll shake it. So you have to shake it to get the color, but it's a steel color in Model Master acrylic paint. It's a really good color. I like this color for the hilt. It's pretty good. This is a 3D printed hilt, by the way. it's totally custom made. Yeah, I'll once I finish Jace Malcolm. I mean, I'm taking a break from Old Republic figures because I have to do this school project thing. But once I get back into Old Republic, I'll start. I'll just. I mean, that'll probably be next summer. I'll just start cranking out Old Republic figures again and finally be posting reviews of these guys. But until then, they're just going to be sitting here. So, I mean, it seems like a waste, but I would really rather not just have a two-figure showcase, even though I desperately need the content because I, frankly, have been super busy lately. Still a mod, yep. I don't think I demodded many people. I did demod a couple people, but yeah, I still have a lot of mods. What do you use to sculpt Procreate? It's behind the camera. There's two things. Looks pretty gross, honestly, because it's been used quite a bit. But yeah, I've been working on this, which I started last night. It's an ARC Trooper torso. I'm not sure if I want it to extend all the way out to the side. I mean, it could, but I was thinking about it, and it doesn't really seem like it should, but it looks a little incomplete if it doesn't go all the way out to the side. Put more figures on eBay. I mean, I can't. I just don't have... I don't have that many customs that I actually can sit down and make and want to sell. So... I mean, if you would have, I mean, like, I used to sell, like, every figure I made, but it's too much work to do that all and just not, and just sell it in the end. It feels like a waste, kind of. I mean, because it's like 3 or 4 days of straight just work for some of these figures. Like, Cardinal took me so long because I had to go over every single like layer over and over again in this light red color, and I mean, it was just so much work. And then like somebody offered me $50 and I just didn't take it because it was just like, why? I don't sell my customs because it takes me so long to make. Yeah, exactly. Are you excited for Clone Wars 2019? Yes, I am so excited for the Clone Wars to return, but and I think you guys are going to enjoy what I have planned for that. I mean, I guess I can say it because I've already been saying it for like a while. Once I finish this next like project, I don't even know what to call it. I call it the History Through Figures project. But once I finish, after, I think I'll probably start it like a week or two from now. I'll be revisiting the Old Republic probably spring of next year, trying to finish all that, and then summer I will be grinding out Clone Wars fig. I'll be going through every single episode. I already have a list made for every single episode, noting down important characters, and I'll be making, it's probably on average 5 to 7 figures from every single episode of the Clone Wars. Probably with a lot of stand-ins once we get into the later seasons, but it's going to be a lot of figures, and it's going to be so much fun, because you have no idea how long I've been waiting to make some of these characters. Yeah, so I have it all in the Google Doc. Can you just sell me those plain ARC Trooper bodies? Those plain ARC Trooper bodies. Oh, yeah, so I was actually thinking about getting the ARC Trooper bodies casted once I'm done with them. I told him to keep it on the down low, but I was thinking about getting it casted with AV Figures, who also made these decals for Fives, the ones on that helmet. Bye, bro. Alright, see ya. Nice stream, gotta leave, sorry. Alright, that's fine. But yeah, I was thinking about getting these casted just so that I could have multiple of them, and I could make more ARC Troopers, but right now I'm not sure if I'm happy with this design yet. I still have to finish the bottom, which is what I'll start doing now as I read the comments. They're awesome, thank you. Hello, Dope Customs. So, yeah. Yeah, let me just get the Procreate off of here. So if you don't know how to mix Procreate, you just literally tear it apart, put it back together, tear it apart, put it back together. Individually, the white and black clays won't get like won't harden because it creates an air dry clay. That's what I thought at first too. I was like, oh my god, I have to keep them sealed all the time or else they're gonna harden. But they actually don't harden until you mix the two clays together. So yeah, that was a little bit a moment of stupidity for me. Whatever you drive, drive a Firestone. Oh yeah, throwback. Everyone, what's your favorite clone? For me, it's Commander Doom. Yeah, Commander Doom is cool. I personally, I mean, I don't really have a favorite. I used to say it was Sev, but I don't know. I mean, the only clone I have made right now is Fordo. He's been around a while. Do you use liquid green stuff? No. I use Procreate. God, we've only been live for 16 minutes. It feels like longer. Hello, Game Changer Prime. How do you sculpt so smoothly? I mean, honestly, I'm not even that good of a sculptor, I'll be honest. I personally just... Well, so what I do is I also use water. I dip the Procreate in water so it doesn't leave fingerprints, so I can... I mean, if it does, then what I do is I take my file and I don't know, file it down, I guess. It's the right word. Yeah, that's pretty much what I do. I mean, it's pretty easy. I mean, I had some pretty bad sculpts to start that had fingerprints all over them, and you could see it. I didn't even realize because, like, I got these studio lights I got. They're the thing that's lighting up this area right now. They're so nice, and I just got them out like yesterday, and I bought them like a year ago. I've got them out before, but never for a live stream, and it's really helpful because I work under these too, so it's nice to be able to, I mean, you need good lighting to see everything. Like, you may not see something if your room isn't that lit, like if it has really bad lighting. So it's a suggestion that you just find somewhere that's really well lit so you can just see all your little marks and creases and things that may be wrong that won't show up now, but they'll show up when you make a post about it. Any tips on making Captain Rex? I don't know. I haven't tried making Rex in a really long time. The last Rex I made was like, it was really bad. Let's just say that. I would just suggest taking your time and probably not using. I mean, you can. I don't know what to say. I mean, yeah, just take your time, honestly. I took my time on Fordo. He turned out pretty good. I'm still not entirely happy with him, though. He's a little bit messy, so he might actually be... Like, some of these old ones, like... hello, Trey. Like, these two I'll probably end up selling, honestly. Iden Versio and Fordo. Just because they're not up to par with what I was consider a good sculpt, and like the paintwork on Iden is very kind of messy. The sculpting is pretty good though. But yeah, other than that, it was a good. This is my second sculpt, I believe, and she has that face from. Oh god, I forget what their names are. I don't remember the show's name either, so I'm not sure what. Yeah, that's the face I use, and you use the hairpiece from Padme from episode 2 as well, and you get a perfect Iden look-alike. Let's see here. Oi, hello, Hawk Little. Who would want to fight, Rex or Cody? Probably Rex. How do you get the exact size, like on the torso sculpt? You start out with something much larger, and you wait for it to dry a little bit, and then you can start cutting with an X-Acto knife. You can cut it down. So what I did was I made sure that it lined up with the exact torso size. So I made a layer of Procreate, I pushed it down on the table like this, and then I cut out of it a perfectly sized torso. It matched all the dimensions of the torso, and then I cut it down from there. I mean, that works. You can also try and just, like, I mean, you can try and start out small, but or do one piece at a time, but I don't think that would work very well. And you wait for it to dry so you can make a thinner cut in between. So like that's what I did with the ARC Trooper torso, or down the middle. So yeah. So at the oh yeah, the Freemaker. It's the girl from the Freemaker. I have no idea what her name is. Versio, please sell her fig. Yeah, I mean, I might actually redo her, although they are making the Inferno Squad battle pack, so I'm thinking of just using the Inferno Squad helmet, like whatever helmet they come out with, and then sculpting the body, because I hated painting that helmet. It was more just the fact that I had to outline an Imperial logo on the helmet in red and paint that symbol. Which was hard to get a straight line on for some reason. Maybe I was just bad back then, but yeah. Good pick. What about cut up? What about what? I have no idea what you're saying. Anyways, I'm probably gonna go live soon too. Alright. How can you get Rex's jade eyes so good? I am not sure. I never actually got him. I really need to make a Rex. I haven't made one in a really long time. Now I think about it. I mean, I never was able to get the J guys to be symmetrical, but I haven't made a Rex then again in like literally like a year and a half. Last one I made, I think I was using this Craft Smart bright blue. It looks terrible on 501st, honestly. Yeah, it does not match their color. Alright, so right now I'm thinning out the Procreate into a little strip. I just need it to get to the, I mean, I think this is thin enough. It just needs to be thinner than this, which shouldn't be that hard to do, because the bottom portion is a lot thinner than the rest of it, so yeah. Now I'm just going to cut up a small piece. I need it to be a little bit smaller. I'm trying to get like a camera angle that you guys can actually see what I'm doing, but it's kind of hard. So like right now I'm trying to get a good sized piece. So now what I need to do is kind of work it into the sculpt. I'll show you guys what I mean when I actually finish this. So just bear with me while I sculpt off screen. So I tried doing this last night, like just trying to cut up the actual piece, because like the inside goes, there's a little triangular spot in the middle. I tried to just let it harden and cut out a piece that would fit it, but it was just way too hard. So working it into the actual piece looks and works a lot better. So from this, we're probably going to have to let it dry, and then from that, I will just cut down on each side the correct piece using my X-Acto knife. But yeah, you have to let it dry, otherwise it's really difficult to get it to actually stay. So yeah, for now, we'll just let that dry. And yeah, shout out please. I mean, if you're coming into the stream saying shout out right away, I don't know if you deserve a shout out, but yeah, shout out to Scott Lee, I guess. Let's see what else you guys said. You should keep it. I mean, maybe. I haven't kept a lot of my old customs. They were replying to me. I asked what clone I should make. Oh, make a sculpted Phase 2 Fordo helmet. I would, but AV Figures is already doing that, so. I just came back from the Lego store. I got on my phone and see this Lego Mania. Hey, Dad. Nice to see your... What? Okay. I'm just gonna move past that comment. Bricks to you. You sell many figs. Game Changer Prime. Do you sell? Okay. Wow, there's a lot of comments. Why do you prefer... Who do you prefer, Fives or Echo? I like Fives' design, but I definitely... I mean, Echo's a pretty cool character as well. And you can't really pick over either one of them. To me, they're kind of the same. What should I make? Clone only? Clone only. I'm not sure. I have trouble brainstorming sometimes too with figure ideas. It just, I mean, sometimes you just get stumped. But eventually you'll find a cool figure that you have a passion to make all of a sudden. I guess you kind of have to wait along. I need to actually thin this out more. We have to kind of wait a while for this to actually dry. So I'm going to thin it down by pulling it down. And what I mean is that I'll be like pulling the actual sculpt to make it thinner, so it doesn't look as like because we don't want it to be equivalent with the size of the top part. But yeah, basically what this does is it creates this thing at the bottom which you can just get rid of like that. Some of these things I never thought I'd actually be good at. Like there are so many times when I was just like, I'm never gonna be good at painting, and I'm still working on getting better, but like I'm actually to a point where I kind of consider myself happy with some of the things I make. For the time being, like I'm still relatively happy with Cardinal, but at the time I finished him, that was like the most amazing thing I'd ever done. Or like Sabine. I think Sabine was that way especially, but like her backpack is so messy. And I mean, I need to redo her legs and her arms. The torso is okay. There are little inconsistencies uh, with the layering on the paint. But I overall like the shape of the metal on the torso, and I mean, I'm fond of the hair, I guess. But I definitely like the helmet the most, probably out of all this. Um, I feel like I accidentally made this design. Like, I was just messing around, and I was like, oh my god, this triangular orange is like, makes a perfect Rebels Mando helmet. So, yeah, that was kind of just fortunate. I love that game. Command Thorn or Fox? Thorn. Blitz. I haven't made a Blitz in a really long time. That's why I want to sculpt these torsos, is just to make all of those characters. But yeah, I'm not sure if I'm going to cast this one, because this wasn't that hard to make, so I might actually just save like making a sculpt for one of the casts for like a while. Because if I was going to do that, I need to also sculpt the entire belt. Otherwise, it's just unpaintable at that point, because trying to do all that would be really, really hard. And I'm also going to be sculpting the arms, and I'd have to sculpt the entire back as well. So basically creating an entire clone trooper sculpt, which means then I would need to sculpt the legs. So at this point, I mean, I just might as well make a full clone trooper cast. Oh boy, it's Jack. Have you ever thought of making Mandalorian pre-Vizsla? Yes, I have. I think I made one a while ago as I drop a paint on Satele. Um, and I, yeah, I did make one a while ago, but it wasn't the best one, so yeah. You should make a custom figure shop. I mean, I have a brick link, but that's more for official Lego minifigures. If you'll notice, I have all these stack-on full parts for that. There's more over there. So, and there's even more on top of those, but yeah. Revan. Yeah, Revan, I really want to make Revan. I have all the pieces for him. I think him and Malgus and I forget what his name is, the master of Malgus that was in that cinematic who got killed. I have the pieces for them, and I could make them, but again, I have more important things to do right now, so for now, they'll wait. There's also Arc Havoc. Yeah, Arc Havoc, Arc Ganch, Arc Hammer, Blitz, Colts, Echo, Fives, Jesse. If you don't know, he did become an ARC Trooper. Fordo. I mean, Fordo is he's a Phase 1 ARC Trooper. I mean, that doesn't really count with this design, so. And who else is there? I don't think there's any others necessarily in Phase 2. He lives, yes. You should make a custom. Oh yeah, I already read that. Have you made Darth Reagan or? No, I have not. Do you like AV figures or CAC? I already answered this before, but I'll say it again. I mean, I just prefer CAC. They've been around longer. They pad print. It's just better quality in my opinion. I mean, AV figures is also really nice though. They have some good decals, but at the same time, it's just like, I mean, decals don't last, and I don't necessarily think that we should really be like taking one over the other because they're both just clone companies or figure companies, whatever you want to call them. Like, people can have their own opinion, but yeah. Darth Bane, Luke, you think the light is your ally? Monk the Scuba Trooper, you forgot Arc Ganch. I know, I said Arc Ganch. Yeah, so we've been streaming for 33 minutes. Not bad. I think I do like AV Figures helmet design over Aerialites. The visor on Aerialites is just a little bit too big. But, I mean, the helmet print itself is actually pretty good. So, yeah. And, I mean, he uses the Aerialite helmets on his printed figures. Warfare. It's an interesting way to spell warfare. Good evening. Hello. All right. Let's see here. So I have been acquiring some Phase 2 212 helmets, and I think what I'm gonna do is, I was thinking about when I do my Clone Wars thing, the project thing. I'm wondering this now, just so if I should aim to get more of these or not. But should I make you know how the Clone Wars is animated, it's not like the realistic ones. I mean, like the realistic helmets like in the movies. So like Lego's mold, like this is the difference. Like this is the movie version, this is the animated version. Should I make like the clones from the Clone Wars in this helmet or this helmet? Like I'm unsure. I've been debating it, and I'm just wondering because if I am gonna do it with this helmet, I need to get a lot more of them, and that means I should be buying them. And I've been looking at them, and I've been seeing people list them, but I've been passing up on them just because I don't feel like doing it until I know 100% movie version. All right. I'll wait to get a couple more people's opinions. I mean, I like the animated version, but I mean, actually, if I was to make it with this visor and this like design from AV Figures with just the helmets, uh, or the movie version, which one would you pick? I mean, that's what I'm asking. Clone Wars helmets on the movie version mold. Alright. Clone Wars version. So, yeah, because, I mean, frankly, it'd be a lot easier to get these, because these are pretty expensive now, depending on who's listing them. CAC helmets are the best, honestly. They are pretty good, but they're a little bit inaccurate. I stopped using them on my clones, just mainly. I mean, I like their Phase 1 helmets, but other than that, they don't really feel like they're that accurate. The mold itself is a little bit inaccurate too, but I still like CAC, so I like their torso prints, definitely, and their leg prints. Clone Wars. I'm thinking of getting some CAC helmets. Did I? You should. They're definitely one of the only companies that prints clone helmets, I think, besides Aerolite, but Aerolite's kind of minuscule compared to CAC. I wish CAC would update their molds. Yeah, I mean, honestly, right now I think they're working on their Mando prints. I mean, there's probably just too much to do, honestly. And if you have something that's working, I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So, yeah, I mean, because people clearly, I mean, he said, what I heard him say is that business has been expanding actually since AV Figures, because more people are aware of his company because of AV Figures, so more people are buying from Tyler, so it's actually helping him. Why doesn't CSU print Phase 1 ARC Troopers? Actually, I'm not sure, honestly. Oh, wait, yeah, actually, I do have something to show you guys. So, I did get a couple casts from Andrew a while ago that I'll be using to make Sergeant Hound, Bakara, Kylo Ren, when that comes around, long ways away. And I got macros too as well. And I think that's it. Yeah. Yeah, so definitely going to be using those at some point. I will be running through the movies eventually. I know I have a lot of plans. I always talk it up, but I never pull through. But pretty confident about my plans just to do like a lot of the Star Wars characters, just because I feel passionate about it, and that's usually something that I get myself into where I feel, or I don't, I mean, I like the idea, but I don't necessarily feel passionate about going through with it. But this time it's a little bit different. I definitely feel like for the Clone Wars, if I could, I would definitely just start diving in and just start making figures left and right. But honestly, I just can't right now just because of schoolwork and everything. It literally takes me like 2 weeks at this point to do one figure because I just can't sit down for more than an hour without having to go do homework or something else. Like some nights I just have to spend the entire time doing homework. So, yeah. I'm pretty sure this is dry at this point. When I'm actually going to pull up the picture of the ARC troopers. Or ARC troopers, excuse me. Rip Han Solo, yeah. Kill his own father. Okay, so I think the line goes like right about here. So you'll see me drag my X-Acto knife down. And from there, I mean, at this point, honestly, getting excess Procreate on the torso is not necessarily going to be a problem. So if it's a little bit dirty, that's fine. It's because Procreate kind of smears a little bit. I just want to get this torso done, and I feel like I don't necessarily have to wait that long for it to dry, just because this is such a simple shape. Oh, hello, Neff and Jeff. Let's hold on. I have to scroll up. What's the best paint to use when making customs? Model Master is good in some cases, not all cases. Overall, probably Apple Barrel. I use Citadel. Yeah, Citadel's pretty good. I have Citadel right here. I have a whole Citadel shadow layering set, paint, whatever it's called, sitting on a shelf behind me, but I honestly, I probably won't ever use it. I mean, I need to test it out, honestly, because I haven't even gotten it out of the box. It could be useful for some cases. The phase 1s are spot on. It's the phase 2 and Stormtrooper that needs updating. Yeah. I'm so depressed right now. Yeah, Stanley, rip. Any tips on sculpting? I mean, just keep practicing, because you're honestly not going to be very good when you start it. I was not very good when I started, and I feel a little bit more confident now, but I'm still pretty doubtful of myself a lot of the time. But I mean, that's just a character trait I have. I always doubt myself. Like on a test, I'm like, oh god, I'm gonna do so bad on this test. Get it back, gets a B, happy. Makes my day. Like one time I thought I did so bad on like a really important essay for school. Then I got it back and I got an A, and I was just like, that, like, we went out to eat that night because that was just something to celebrate about. Okay, so sorry if I'm being a little bit quiet. I just need to focus and get this sculpt done. Oh my god, it's a little bit lopsided. It's so close to being perfect, but it's just like there's a little bit less on the left than there is on the right. Okay, let me try and fix this. Oh god, there's so many comments. Yesterday was for the soldiers, today is for Stanley. True. We will remember you. XX Tentacion Sad starts playing. I mean, green plus Commander Doom is correct. Hey Adam, how are you going? I'm pretty good. How about you? Custom minifigs with bricks. Have you spent a lot of money on your paint and brushes and clay? I mean, the clay is, the Procreate I bought, it's the same Procreate I used when I started. I haven't had to go buy more, but I probably will have to buy more soon. But it only cost me 16 bucks. So, yeah, it wasn't too bad. And the paint is all like $1 a piece, minus the Model Master, which is like $3, which is ridiculous. Um, the Citadel too, I think, is like $2 a bottle, and they're like half the size. I think I only have like, or actually I can count 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, so I have 15, so that's $45 on Model Master, and then like another, I'd say it's probably 40 on Citadel. But I mean, it's not too bad. It could be a lot more. I definitely will probably accumulate just a lot more paint over the years, but it's definitely just like you'll spend a lot of money and you won't realize it until you actually count up one day, because you'll probably buy paint pretty few and far between. So, yeah. Alright, I think I got it. I mean, it looks pretty decent. I have to clean this up. It looks pretty good. I mean, it's almost a little bit too small on the bottom, maybe. I don't know, actually. I think that might be a good size. Possibly. I mean, you guys let me know. So don't mind all the dirtiness around it. Mainly focus on the main shape, because I have to clean that up in a second. But just let me know if that looks like an ARC Trooper torso. I still have to make that same mark down on the bottom. So actually, should I wait? I think I'll wait to do that, but it'll be there. I just have to wait until for this to dry, so I don't accidentally cut through the whole thing. Hey Adam, do you use Tester's paint? Yeah, I have Testers as well, actually. Here, we can maybe lean this up against there. Yeah, I mean, you can tell I haven't used it in a long time because the oil is separated, but if we shake it up again, it should mix. Yeah, see, there we go. I don't even know what color this is. This is, does it even say? No, it doesn't. I have no idea what color this is. I know it contains petroleum distillates. Okay, let's read some comments. I bought the Citadel Essential Kit that has 12 paints and it cost you $45. Did I get ripped off? That depends. I don't know. It might, I mean, I was just estimating. I don't know how much it cost me. I think the pack that I have behind me of like 12 or 15 paints cost me around $40 or something too. So not necessarily, I don't think. Because like the main problem is that like these paints are definitely a lot lower price some places, but like most of the places you can find them don't have all of the colors. So that's kind of annoying. So usually you end up paying a lot more than you should, especially if you're buying from like third-party places like on eBay. I had to pay like $12 shipping to get some of these Model Master paints, which was ridiculous for like 6 of them. Adam, what's your email? I'll actually type it out and show you because it's probably a little bit. It's literally just bricks and mini 1078 at gmail.com, but the and is actually like written out instead of the symbol. You can just take a screenshot of that. Actually, let me put the keyboard down. There we go. Yeah, so anyways, Do you paint Warhammer? I do not, but I'm confused on what Warhammer is. Like, is it literally just, is it like a theme to go with the paints, or like, is it just like based off a game or something? Because I know, isn't there a game called Warhammer or something? Citadel paints are like $5 each. Well, the pack I bought behind me is 12 paints, so it's $45. So I mean, maybe it's $5 for you. I know it's like really expensive on Amazon for no reason, but if you buy the packs, it's a lot cheaper. So I'm back. All right, welcome back. Hello, Joe. MGF just posted to both my favorite customizes filming today. I'm glad I'm up there with MGF, although I do not hold myself on that pedestal. But yeah, we gotta clean this up. I might actually just leave this there and have to sculpt the belt on. But yeah, that's an ARC Trooper torso. And I have to file down the fingerprint marks on the bottom part. Very carefully. When you file it down, it gives off this really weird look, but because, oops, I just dropped my X-Acto knife. Because it's like really, it's like taking off the top layer, so it looks really deformed, but when you paint it, it all comes back together. I just need to like level out the bottom part of this sculpt because it's not even. Hello, my master. I came back after a long time. Alright, welcome back. Gamers Workshop makes Warhammer the models, and the Games Workshop, I believe, on Citadel. Alright, that makes more sense. I mean, I would, like, I was just more interested because with the paints, because I heard, like, some people were using them to paint sculpted Halo 3 customs, which was really cool. So I was like, okay, this has to be a good paint. So I just bought it, but I never actually took the time to read into what it was. Which is something a lot of us do, probably. Oh, yeah, and I'm getting, so this guy, Wicked Brick, on Instagram makes some really awesome display cases, and I'm getting 2 of them that I'm going to be holding my customs in, and I'm going to put them on the shelf behind me, where all my CAC are, next to it, which should be really cool. So, yeah. How do you send money? Super chat, I think, is what you want. You don't have to. Ever thought of remastered and the Force Unleashed characters? I wish they would remaster the Force Unleashed. The Force Unleashed and the Force Unleashed 2. I mean, the original was better, but like both of them, super fun games, and I really want to make some of those characters from that game. And like, you know what? There's only 19 of you, so I think I can show you this, but I made a list yesterday. Let me grab it real quick. Alright, so I made a list of what I'm going to be doing probably up until like 2020. And originally it was just something that I'd keep to myself, but I figured since you guys probably, it's better for you guys to have some motivation to keep subscribed to this channel, so yeah. What sculpting material do you use? I use Procreate. Almost blank there. Can you please, what? I am confused. Hello, TBL Productions. Yeah, so let me get back into this. Oh, that's who you are. Lil Rebo. What about the temple guards that are in the Destroy Jedi Temple? Force Unleashed. It's awesome. What sculpting? He's appropriate. Yep. Okay, so like I said, I'll be doing the History Through Figures project. Older Public project in spring 2018. I'll be resuming that, or 2019, I mean. And then in summer 2019, that's so weird saying that. I'll be doing the Clone Wars project, and then I'll be revisiting Star Wars Rebels. And the Clone Wars project hopefully should last up until it'll definitely last a period of like 8, well, what's 3/4 of a year, 9 months, I guess. So it might actually go into 2020, um, which is still really, really weird to say. Um, but yeah, so then after that happens, it should lead up in up into Star Wars, The Clone Wars Season 7, if not past that. We'll see what the timeline looks like. And then from there, I'll be revisiting Star Wars Rebels, even though the show will be long canceled by then, or just ended, I guess. I'll be revisiting and doing some of the Landos from the show, and then I'll be doing the Ghost Crew as well, just because I never had a chance to make them. So that'll be a short little gap in between that. And I'll be doing the original Star Wars Battlefront 2 classes, like all the assaults, like what they look like for the clones, and it'll mainly just be the clones, I think. But yeah, I'll be skipping all the heroes because after that I'll be doing the current Battlefront 2 classes plus heroes as sort of a series. Then I'll be making the Star Wars Resistance show characters, and this will probably be like really, really late 2020 by now. I'll probably actually be in college at this point, and I might be taking a mid break, but during the summer, I'll be doing all of Star Wars Episode 1 through 9, because probably 9 will be out by then, the showcases. And then from there, I'll be doing Star Wars Force Unleashed main characters plus outfits 1 and 2, both games. That's what I mean. And then I'll be doing characters from the show that'll premiere by then called The Mandalorian. Jon Favreau, I don't even know how you pronounce his name, his show. And then I'll be doing Battlefield 3, 4, 1, and World War 2, or 5, I guess you could say, classes. And then I'll be doing Rainbow Six Siege customs. And then I'll be doing Avengers type stuff. So that's a rough list of what the future of this channel will be. Yeah, it's a lot. I just wanted to write down, because I had the idea in my head, and I know that I've wanted to make these figures for a long time, and I never honestly felt I was good enough. But I mean, yeah, I feel like I'm getting better, and by then hopefully I can produce something that people will start genuinely liking, and I can hopefully make YouTube something that I can keep doing after college. Because honestly, if I stop uploading now, it probably, if I, right now I'm filing down the torso, by the way. If I stop uploading for more than 6 months, at any point throughout, if I don't upload it all over the summer, it probably means the channel's gonna die, honestly. And I hate to say it, but I mean, that's probably just the truth. Because I found it hard enough to come back and live stream. I was sitting in my bed and doing absolutely nothing for 3 hours, kind of almost dreading to do this, but once I finally did it, I got back into it, and here I am an hour later. It's just hard to get back into it. So, yeah. Hello, TML Productions. Do something now. I'm trying. I think I need to wait for this to dry, honestly, to file it down, because it's a little bit delicate right now. But, yeah. One thing you shouldn't do that MGF does is not selling your customs because they're the best in the world. You really want to buy customs, don't you? I mean, I could sell them, but I feel like I want to make a video at the end of the year where I can put them all in one shot and be like, this is what I did this year. And at this point, I haven't been able to do that because I usually either don't get enough done or I sold all of them. And I have like 3 customs left. And I never understood why people didn't sell their customs up until the point where I actually had to take like a day or 2 or 3 or 4 days, or like I had to take, I think it was over the course of like a month I finished Satele, which is a lot of effort to put into a figure that would be sold for, I mean, it would have to be sold for a lot, and I don't even think it's worth that much, honestly, for it to be worthwhile. Greatness and creativity never dies. Yes, I do want to buy customs. Me too. Yep, everybody does. I mean, yeah, we've been streaming for an hour and 1 minute, so I don't know what to do at this point. I think I'll probably end up sculpting the belt for this ARC Trooper, and then from there I'll probably work on the back, and eventually this will turn into a full-on like clone trooper sculpt, which is kind of crazy because I didn't plan for it at the start, but or it might just sit here unfinished for 8 months until I get back to it. So yeah, I know nobody makes better Star Wars customs than him. Yeah. Hello, Luke the Duke. Well, you do, Commander Keller, is assuming what I'm assuming what you're saying. Keller's a pretty cool figure or character. I'll probably end up making him eventually, although I'm not sure when. I know a Star Wars Battlefront, the OG Star Wars Battlefront, or OG Battlefront 2, one of the characters looks like Keller, so that might be the closest that's, I think it's a special, or whatever they call it, the sniper, that looks like Keller on my Guido, I think it is. So that might be the closest I ever actually get to making him. So, yeah. What's up? Not much. I just finished sculpting the ARC Trooper torso. I just need to let it dry, and then I'll file it down and make the line down the middle for the bottom part. And I think at this point I might end the stream soon because there's frankly not much else for me to do. I just don't know like what I could talk about or do. I mean, I guess I could, let's see what else I have on my list to do. I have a list of the Old Republic characters I wanted to make, and I was thinking about making a Commander Thorn on the side, but not sure. Yeah. Hello, hungry octopus. I need more of your customs. I only have 4. Which 4 do you have? I'm a little curious. I mean, we can put the customs. I mean, nothing interesting going on in the in the camera anyways. Might as well put them here. They're just sitting in the back there, out of view of the camera. I really need a better way of live streaming than putting an iPad on a stand. How eventful is life? Pretty eventful. I haven't made any customs in a few months. I really should get back into it. It's a good way to log art hours for high school. Yeah, exactly. I'm using it as an outlet. Pretty soon here I'll be using it as an outlet to get, they're called CAS hours. They're creativity, activity, and service hours. I have to get 150 of them, 50 of which have to be creativity, and this counts. So yeah, I'll be doing a History Through Figures project, which should be interesting. Trying to make Albert Einstein in Lego version. That crazy hair. Can I buy your customs? Unfortunately, none of these are for sale. I'll check which I have. Alright. I got Shiv. Shiv. The character from Battlefront 2. I think I tried to sculpt his head. That went really badly, if I remember correctly, though. It looked like a potato. Make some Minban troopers, please. That would be fun. BTW, I broke my foot on Friday. What did you do? You know, I've never broken a foot, yet I've had so many, like, medical complications through other things. It's kind of ironic. I've never broken a bone, is what I meant. I don't think I don't know if I said foot or not. Yeah. I need to get new X-Acto knife blades. Anyways, I guess that should probably be it, honestly. I don't know. Rolled it in gym. Oh, that sucks. I completed all my PE credits. Yeah, other than that, I don't think there's anything else to talk about, so probably end it in the next couple minutes. I live in Brazil and have a new channel, but I want to know if you can help me with the tutorial. I almost stuttered there. Sorry, my English is not good. That's fine. I mean, actually, my previous clone tutorial video, started like, it just started growing after a while, and like, it's like an exponential growth. It just started getting more and more views, and like yesterday, or 2 days ago, it hit 100,000 views, which is my first video to ever hit 100,000, which is pretty insane, I'd say. Yeah, so I definitely need to make another one soon. Definitely not cashing in on the views, but I need to make another one soon. Just because as I take literal paint out of my palette. I need to make another one soon because that one was really bad, honestly, and I don't know why it got 100,000 views. So I was thinking of either doing a tutorial on that or just showing the process of making a figure, like, and I tried starting that yesterday with Garth Saxon, but honestly, it was just like trying to sit down for that long. It'd need to be something that I do over summer because I can't find time to sit down and like paint for 3 hours on camera in a time lapse. Or I might try and do it MGF style where you just take pictures every time you complete something on the figure, which is a lot easier, but it doesn't show as much of the process as much as it does just like showing each stage, I guess. So, yeah, I would buy some Minban Troopers if you made them. I mean, I don't know if I'll make them. If I do, it'll be a long, long time. Okay, I own a purple shock trooper wolf, a teal phase 3. I don't remember ever making a teal phase 3. That's interesting though. I remember making a purple shock trooper. And a gold oh yeah, okay. I know what you're talking about now. Yeah. Nice figs, thank you. Time lapse KKKK, please. Yeah, I just can't make one of those videos though until, I mean, maybe I can make one over winter break. I'll probably, though, I'll have to show something other than Star Wars, which is unfortunate. So I might wait. Maybe over spring break, actually. That might be a really good time. But, yeah. Just an idea. Genos of Scout Troopers. I haven't made a Geonosis figure in a really long time. Last time I made Geonosis figures was like for building a custom army, which probably not going to do again, honestly, because that was not the greatest series, honestly. Did get a lot of views, though. A lot of clickbait, though. Should make a golden Captain Phasma. Actually, somebody... Oh, that is a video that I'll have to make soon. Somebody commissioned me. I did take 2 commissions. Just because I wanted to find an excuse to use my silver chrome spray paint. So I will be making the... whatever the name of the captain from... or the First Order commander or captain from... Resistance is in gold. I'll be making him, and I'll be making, I think, oh yeah, Phasma in the silver chrome. So that is something that is coming. I kept them on my wall as trophies. You've conquered them. Yeah. Hello, T-Bone the Great. But yeah, other than that, not anything else to talk about. So probably I'll probably end the stream now. Honestly, I have to start studying for a test I have tomorrow. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully I can do this again sometime. You guys kept it pretty consistent with the viewership. I was surprised at how many people actually came around. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'll have a video out as soon as I can. And yeah, good luck on that test. Thank you. I'll talk to you on Gmail. All right, sounds good. Good.